Hey everyone, and welcome back to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. On this video, we're doing the Discovery Riddles of the Ancients here in Giza. A collection of curious hand-carved prehistoric stone relics. There are 15 ancient relics in Giza that we need to find, and we already have 2. We got one from the Belongs in a Museum Discovery, where we delivered all of the stele. And we got the other one from the Seat of Eternity Discovery, where we put the canopic jars on the correct pedestals in that one tomb. So we have 13 to go. And before we get started on collecting those, let's actually go this way, back to the little camp with the dogs. And in that camp, we can actually find a book that will give us the location of all of the relics. So the camp should be coming up. I think it's right over this hill. Yep, right over here. So we can scare off the dogs with some whip cracks. That'll just sort of pacify them and make them sit. Although I really don't like them sitting right there. You boys stay. Alright, here we go. Giza Relics, an esoteric research journal concerning the locations of rumored ancient relics in Giza. You boys stay down. Alright, so that'll show the relics on our map. So, where shall we begin? Well, we're near the Sphinx. I suppose we could start there. Let's do that. We'll start at the Sphinx. Getting our exercise today. Okay, so behind the Sphinx, we can find a passage over here. Let's go into here. And we can crawl through here. Let me get some light. That was weird. What was that all about? Oh. Did we have a Nazi fall down and die? That's strange. Okay. Anyways, we have an ancient relic here.
We'll just add this to the collection.
May as well light that, and we'll pull on this to open up that door. Oh, okay. Apparently that was a very exciting discovery of opening that door. And could you get out of my way? Thank you.
It's good, Soldat?
Okay, so we got that behind the Sphinx, and now we're gonna go back inside. Oh, took a little damage. We're okay though. Okay, going back in. So we'll first go this way. The path we took with Gina. And if we take a look on the left here, it's a little dark, but there is an ancient relic.
So strange.
Okay, then we're gonna go back to the entrance. And we'll go through this door. The reverse of the way we went with Gina. Alright, now it's gonna be very dark. Watch out, there's some scorpions below. What we're gonna do is actually climb up here. And it's gonna be super dark, but there's a ledge up here. Once I can pull myself up, I will. I can't quite see yet. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got light again. And secret found. Light this so we can see better. And we have an ancient relic.
You're from a long time ago.
Okay, then we can pull this. That'll open that door on the other side. And that goes back to where we came from, but we're not done in here yet. So let's go down. We'll hop the scorpion pit. And we'll head down this way. It's so dark. I wish I had a torch. If we see a torch, we'll grab it. Okay, so we're back in the room with the mirror. And we're gonna drop down here. And then this way. It's very dark again. And in this room, we have an ancient relic.
Who made this?
May as well light that. Okay, we're at 6 of 15 now. And we're done here in the Sphinx. Let's just get out once more. We'll have to go this way. Luckily, there's no scorpions. Otherwise, we'd be totally screwed. We don't have Gina to help. There we go. Swing over. I hear something moving. That was weird. I don't know what's moving. This place is haunted. Alright, just going through the dark here. As fast as we can. Well, I guess I don't have to hold it up. I go a little bit faster if I'm not. Or quite a bit faster. So, through here. Jump that gap. And get out of here. Okay, we're done in the Sphinx. How about now we go to the workers area? And I might just run there. I don't know if the fast travel's really gonna help. And where's that captain at? I don't trust him. I think the captain's right here. Oh, yep, okay. Yeah, we're not gonna fast travel. There's no point. We're just gonna run over. So our next ancient relic is going to be in the room where the haunting mystery takes place. So you'll need to start that mystery to have access to this area. We've already done it, so we can just walk in. But here we go. All through here. And we have our relic.
Beautiful.
Okay, 7 of 15 now. So, where do we want to go next? I suppose... Let's go to the Nazi compound. I think that makes the most sense to go to next. So we'll fast travel over here near Nawal's tent.
Wie geht's?
So we want the Coffre excavation. Okay, this way. As usual, watch out for the captain over here. Okay, and we're heading towards the big building where Voss's office is.
Alles in Ordnung, mein Freund?
I'm not aware of any captains over here, but let's be on the lookout. Wait. Oh, for a second I thought that was the captain. It's not.
Tag, Soldat.
Yeah, we'll go through here.
Hey, Soldat, wie läuft's?
We'll head up over here. Now, we want to be careful. The captain may be in this room. There he is. So hopefully he'll go into the back and then we can beat him up and then we won't have to deal with him anymore. It seems like he's heading that way. Let's just play it cool. We're just casually walking through the command center here. Okay, he's definitely going back there. Let's wait for him to go a little bit more in. All right, get him. I'm glad nobody heard that. Okay, now that he's taken care of, let's go over here. And on this desk, we have a note.
What's this?
Code note 40926. Keep that in mind.
Interesting.
40926. So we want to go down here.
Hallo, Soldat.
And back here. So 409. Oops. 9, 2, and 6.
That's how it's done.
All right, so we got 250 currency and an ancient relic.
You're from a long time ago.
We also got a pistol, but we don't need this. Just wanted to pick it up.
Hey, Kumpel, wie geht's?
Okay, now we're gonna head up top. This way. Now this guy tends to be in the way. Sometimes you can
Hey da,
squeeze past,
alles in
but
Ordnung?
he can be stubborn, so you might just have to jump over the barbed wire here. I mean, you could try knocking him out, but that will probably anger a lot of Nazis. So, best to just jump over.
Hi, Hitler.
This guy's also in the way, but you can go up on the railing. Okay, and then we're back in this room. And in the corner, we have an ancient relic.
I'll just add this to the collection.
Okay, we're done here in the Nazi compound. Let's just go back through Voss's office. And we'll head out. And it's probably best to just go this way.
He gets.
So, next up, we're going to head to the Khentkawes excavation. But we gotta get back to that signpost. So, once again, look out for that captain. He's gonna be out and about, most likely. Yep, he's right there. Let's go this way. Go around him. Perfect. Okay, here we are, and we want the Khentkawes excavation. Okay, then we want to go in this building here. There's kind of a sort of a secret room right here. You can jump in through the window. And you can see we have this crate that needs a combination. And right next to it, we have this mystery note.
Let me see here.
Numeral Basics on the Numeral Systems of Ancient Egypt by Professor of Egyptology Hermann Heinz. For use during the excavations in Giza. 1. Basics of Egyptian numerals. The ancient Egyptians' way of writing numbers was hieroglyphs, denoting powers of 10. These numeric hieroglyphs could be written both horizontally and vertically. They did not have a symbol or even a concept of 0. Thus, it was not used in calculations, except for the symbol Nefer, which I will write about later in this document. When exploring any hieroglyphic numerals found in Giza, use the following reference sheet. The numbers 1 to 1,000 have been circled. A single stroke is 1. A cattle hobble is 10. A coil of rope is 100. Water lily is 1,000. Bent finger is 10,000. Tadpole is 100,000. Hech, whatever that is 1,000,000. So, how would the ancient Egyptians use these numerals? Well, there have been many archaeological finds that tell us, and that's page 1 of 11. Okay, so then we have this mystery note that will help us with the information we just saw. So, the water lilies are on the top. Those denote 1,000. So we have 3,000. And then the coil of rope is the hundreds place. So that's 2. So we have 3,200. And then I forget what that other one is. Cattle hobble or something like that. There's 6 of those. That's the tens place. So 6. So 3,260. And then the 2 lines is just 2. So 3,262. Oh, and it said a piece of paper with a code in the form of Egyptian numerals. So 3,262 is our code. Went the wrong way. There we go. 1,262.
Not bad.
All right, we got 50 currency and an ancient relic.
Beautiful.
All right, now we're gonna head down to the excavation itself. And once again, look out for those captains. They're on the prowl. There's 2 of them in this area. There's one on the bridge and there's another in the back. So let's drop down while he's not looking. Okay, and we're back down here again. We're gonna go this way. Little dark. I don't think we need the light. We can see just enough. Go this way. Okay, we do need the light. It's pretty dark. So, we're gonna go into the water room.
Hätte nicht gedacht, dass die Pyramiden so groß sind.
Then we can swing across. Oh, he wanted me to knock it off. Oh, he viewed that as an attack. Interesting. But whatever. All right, so down here is an ancient relic. So 11 of 15 now. So let's head into the water. It is super dark over here, but there's a little dock. Let's get our lighter back out so we can see. All right, and that's it down here. We're heading out. So I got turned around for a second. This way. So, let's make sure the captains don't see us on our way out of here. I don't see the one up above. I wonder if I can climb up here. Ah, I can't quite reach. I don't want to cross that captain on the bridge there. I feel like he'd see me. I'm gonna try to climb up here. There we go. Perfect. All right, we're out of here. So, our final 4 relics are all gonna be in the same place. And that is the, I don't even know what to call it, the, like, guardian caverns that are at the end of the adventure in Giza. So, it's this way. Getting my stamina back. Alright, now we do want to be careful. There might be a captain around here. There also could be packs of dogs, which would also be bad. But I think we're good on both counts. So yeah, I was talking about this cave over here, where we fought the blind guardian at the very end. So, in we go. It's dark. Bring out that lighter. Helps a little bit. Alright, and down we go. Below the Chamber of Resonance.
I'm not going back up there.
We're back in the underground cave system. I could take a torch, but then I'd have to drop it almost immediately. So, no point. Okay, keep going down. Alright, and this is the area we're looking for, so go to the left of the mural, and then we can make that jump. And then up here, we have an ancient relic.
So strange.
Now, this is a huge jump, but you can make it. It doesn't look like you can, but you can. Alright, so we got that. 3 relics to go. Our next one's not far from here. Let's keep going down. Oh, it's dark again. Okay, and we're back in the puzzle room. So as soon as you go in, take a left, go through here. And then there's this little side room with a relic.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's keep going deeper. Oh, very dark again. Okay, going up this way. And we're back in the ancient abyss. Alrighty, so we're gonna take this left path over here. We can make this jump. And then we can swing here. Go up this way. Got another swing. And then
That
go
was
up.
close.
Go up the hill and look to the right. And here it is, ancient relic.
Who made this?
And there's only one left. And it's very close by. It's in a pretty crazy spot though. So let's go ahead and swing over here. And then we're gonna go this way. Take this little path down. And then right here, what we're gonna do is back up and grab the ledge. And we'll shimmy over. All the way, and then drop. Okay, then we gotta jump. Alright, and then right over here, we can use ancient relics and place them into these slots and turn them to make different circles come out. And what we need to do is fill all the holes, basically. So I actually put this in a spot I didn't want to. Let me put that up in the corner, actually. So there we go. And then we'll put one here There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but what I'm doing works, and that's good enough for me. There, and then we can put 2 more. Oh, no, not that one. Trying to go there. All right, so just put that in, and then 1 more hole right there. Okay, once you plug all the holes, these doors open up, and you get the final ancient relic.
So strange.
So, Riddles of the Ancients is complete in Giza. We found all 15. So, with that, we're all done here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.